It has been a good sunny day. We had some errands and I wanted to show you what's growing in the garden. In this sea of squash, there is, I know this is a calendula because I planted it. I didn't plant it here. It self-seeded itself. But there is going to be some blossoms here soon. Really excited about it. I didn't pull it because of the fact that I knew it was a flower that I had before. I believe it's calendula. I checked the seed packet before this and it definitely was calendula. I have quite a lot of squash that I've been hand pollinating because I have not seen quite a lot of, I have seen a few monarch butterflies, but look at this. I guess two heads are better than one, right? In the midst of that, I have a ton of green beans. And if I look here, I have some green beans that are gonna be ready to harvest here soon. So, look at that. And then I have a lot of squash here as well. And then I have, this is Sun Gold tomatoes. That truss. I don't know what this one is. This is a volunteered overwintered. But I do have some tomatoes farming on here as well. It does look like it is some kind of cherry, but I don't know what it is. It could be either Napa Chardonnay. It's either Napa Chardonnay. I know it's not Berry's Crazy Cherries, but I did have Napa Chardonnay last year. And then my mess of pots. I did plant some holy basil here. This is just a mosh posh of things that's growing. I did have one pepper, and then also I planted some additional holy basil in this one. This, I transplanted this. The leaves just disappeared. They're nowhere to be found, but it is still alive because when I kill these ants are not good on a plant. There's new growth on here and it's not dead because it's still flexible, and when I scab it, it's still green. But this soil must have had a lot of tomatoes because I'm just gonna let it. But I did plant some more garlic. These garlic is about done. I think it is done. I actually should take them all off because they are not gonna continue. They're not gonna grow anymore. So. Yeah, these are small, but they're not growing anymore, so I'm just gonna let them cure. Take out these grass. But I did plant some more garlic, bigger garlic cloves. So here's one that I've been curing. It's about dry, so I'm gonna just let these dry as well, and yeah, we can use them for fresh cooking. Okay, the last time I showed my garlic, I got a lot of questions from people asking me how I grew my garlic, and I just took garlic cloves that that my husband hasn't used, and truthfully, especially these ones, now this is going to be a smaller clove because it's a smaller, I just stick them in the ground. I don't do anything fancy with it. I'm just sticking them in the ground, making sure they're covered. Yeah, and I just am putting them in these grow bags where I had them. I've had them growing, and I'm sticking them in, and then just covering them. And yeah, that is all I've been doing with these cloves. And then I just make sure that they get plenty of water. And you definitely want to make sure, I caught myself, you want to plant it with the tip upward, because the down, the root is going to come from the bottom. So yeah, I am just planting these where I can. A lot of this soil has already been amended and have been yeah, so just covering those, and you know, it will grow. This is a sea of cilantro. My thinking here is that I'm gonna let this all go to seed, and I hope to get continuous harvest of cilantro. This is a raspberry. I don't know how I got this plant. I didn't plant it, and we'll just leave it at that. I have a lot of petchi. They're just going because this area does get a lot of sun. Look at my sunflower. It is about to get to bloom. But this is my section of sunflowers. And then back here, I know these are crazy berries, crazy cherries. And then this is the Apache, which is getting quite a lot of peppers. As you can see here, has a lot of peppers. My kalunai is just wild. I just harvested this like less than a week ago, and hubby is loving the Thai dragon peppers. Where's that red one? There it is. He is loving that pepper. He said has the spice. This one's a lot smaller than this one. This is my other Thai dragon, but this one does not yet have any blossoms. What is this? Oh, dang it. It was some kind of spider or something. I have cucumber crawling everywhere. I have peas growing, which I'm really excited about. This is another pea that we have, and this is my Fushiyama peppers that's growing. Once the peas are done, this will all clear out. But this is a tomato plant that I purchased, and it is so diseased. I tried to amend it with some trifecta. Seemed to have just gotten worse. Yeah, it has blossoms, but none of, like, even the blossoms look diseased. And has some kind of deficiency. I don't think I'm gonna have a good tomato harvest this year. This is my pineapple, but it's just dropping its flowers, and this also is very much diseased. The tomatoes that I planted, they are healthy. They're growing. And the kalunai is just going wild. Going wild. And then I have some cucumbers that's developing as well. Again, I have to harvest kalunai. It's just going everywhere. And these are some sweet peppers. Lysum, something like that. I overgrew them or overwintered them. The kalunai. This kale I keep trying to pull out, but it keeps coming back. I don't know. what this is. I wonder if it's some kind of bug. I don't know. But again, I have a lot of kalunai, a lot of basil that is just everywhere, and some tomato plants that I grew. And then this one over here is a ground cherry. So it's actually starting to get fruit. So that's cool, but I do need to harvest this kalunai pretty much down to get more space for that. But yeah, that's it, guys. That is my garden. Small space, but hey, looks very lush and full. Sometimes I see my previous vlogs and when I first started, and it just doesn't seem like I'm gonna produce anything, and now here we are several weeks later. I cannot wait. We're getting rid of this, and so that way we're gonna clear all of this. I can put all of this on that end and have more space here. But there you go. You guys, look at how this kalunai is taking over my garden. It is just everywhere.